Who's winning the Super Bowl?
Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, all right, so this is our bracket of the giveaway. Al, explain the giveaway.
We got Kenny G to the person who picks the Super Bowl winner for the playoff bracket. Now, we broke up the AFC and NFC. The winner of the AFC gets Devontae Parker's signed mini helmet. The winner of the NFC gets the Antonio Gibson signed Washington helmet.
This is free to join. Just in our Discord, just get the sheet, fill it out. Best you can. You're in all three, right? So, but we're going to go over our sheet in this video. And we're going to start with the AFC because it's in front of me. All right. Well, who do you have in the top 7? These are your playoff AFC teams.
Well, my top 7 is the Broncos, Bengals, Colts, Bills, Chargers, Patriots, Chiefs.
Okay, I have pretty much the same teams. They're just in way different order. I have the Chiefs, the Colts, the Bengals, the Bills, the Chargers, the Broncos, the Patriots.
I mean, it's not that far. We got the Bills exactly the same.
Well, I got Colts number
spot
2.
Higher.
I have the Colts doing 13-4.
That's where I got them at. I got the Bengals at 13-4 too. I just have them winning the tiebreaker.
Yeah, Matt Ryan has been consistent over the last 4 years. He's been a top 15, top 10 quarterback. Now, I know his weapons are gone. I know he's getting older, right? But he's an upgrade over Wentz. The problem I'm really having with the Colts, although I have them 13-4, I have them making the playoffs. They were very lucky last season. So it's hard to say, oh, well, they're definitely better this year. But how do I translate that with 4 or 5 games they probably should have won last year? It's just one of those things. I think they're going to be much more consistent on offense, and that defense is a monster.
Yeah, that's what makes them 13-4, really.
The only thing you really got to pump your brakes on with the Colts is their wide receivers kind of suck.
Well, they got one solid one in Pittman.
I think Pittman is a solid wide receiver. Is he a 1? I don't know yet.
He has that shot.
He hasn't really proven that, but he has shown he could.
Yeah.
I do like Alec Pierce, and let's not forget the bell cow can catch as well.
Yeah.
Third, I have the Bengals.
Yeah, I have them a spot higher.
You had them at 2?
Yeah. I mean, the Bengals, nothing really changed with the Bengals. They're still good. I don't think they were a one-and-done team. They have a good defense. They have a great offense.
I like the Bengals, but they overachieved last season. They had some fairy dust and some football gods love to get into the Super Bowl.
A little, yeah, but they're definitely a playoff team.
The O-line should be much better, in my opinion.
I think the defense got a little better.
I think the old mantra of the Super Bowl loser doesn't make the playoffs is kind of dead. Last year it didn't happen, and I don't think it's going to happen this year. I have the Bengals going to the playoffs too. I think the Bengals are a better team, but I don't think they're Super Bowl bound unless the little fairy touches their nose. That's what happened last year.
I'm not saying it can't.
I have them going to the playoffs.
To the playoffs.
I have them going to the playoffs.
Right.
That's all I will disclose this time.
So who you got 5?
Well, at 4, I have the Bills.
That's where I go.
Gabriel Davis is the number 2 wide receiver.
Number 2.
It's the number 2. He's not going to beat out Stephon Diggs.
No.
But he is a solid number 2, and I don't know why there's a lot of people thinking he's not.
I don't think he's that good.
I think he's really good. I think he's had some bad luck.
Definitely switch him out with someone better.
I don't think
so. Is it McKenzie?
I don't think he's had very good luck. He's had some weird shit happen. But every time he's been good, ready to go, and they throw him the ball, guess what? He scores fucking touchdowns. Gabriel Davis is the number 2 wide receiver. I'll fight you.
I think McKenzie finishes better on the year than Davis.
Better how?
Receiver stats.
Yeah, which fucking one?
All of them.
Across the board, he's better?
Maybe not touchdowns. That's a little different. But
all right, so
it's going to be close. He'll beat him in yards. I think he'll beat him in catches.
Both catches and yards?
I think he'll beat him in both.
He might beat him in catches. So if you don't want to do touchdowns, I don't want to do catches. We settle on yards.
All right.
All right.
Isaiah McKenzie will have more yards than Gabriel Davis.
We have this thing called the board. On the board, we keep track of bets between each other. If at the end of the season I have more points than he does, then he's got to give away one of his jerseys to one of you. If he's got more points than me, I got to give away one of my jerseys to one of you. Everybody is involved with this. You just have to like, subscribe, and be a part of the Discord, and you're in.
But wait, can we like change the jerseys out? Like if we do a giveaway and I get a new jersey?
No.
No.
Well, I mean...
Because, mine are way better to pick from than yours.
Dude, fucking Mark Andrews and Bethea?
Yeah, but that's not the good Bethea.
Well, then people can root...
No,
I don't care. People can root for me or you.
They're going to root for you because they want me to lose because they want my fucking jerseys.
Everybody
So
roots.
I'm the popular one if you're more popular.
I'm just right. My jerseys are good. You can eat a dick. Number 5, I have the Chargers.
Yeah. That's a tough division.
And it's funny because I have the Chargers at number 5 just because of seeding.
Yeah, they're tied with the Bills. They have the tiebreaker, though.
Well, they're third overall in the division. Or in the conference, I'm sorry. They're third overall in the conference, and they're 5th in seeding because they're a wild card team. It's kind of funny. I like the Chargers. I think they're finally going to put some shit together, although I know every Chargers fan right now is kind of like, they know it, they're thinking about it, but they don't want to accept it. They want to pretend like they're not a good team and it's just another season because they blow it. Whenever they're really good, they just blow it. But I think this is the year Mike Williams takes over Keenan Allen's job by the end of the season. If it's not by injury, well,
they've both been doing pretty good.
Yes. But Keenan Allen's getting long in the tooth.
He is, but until he hangs them up, he's better than Williams.
And I think the softer defense, you're going to start to see the handoff because Mike Williams will become the new Keenan Allen. Now, right now, he's not as fluid. He's not as clean. But I think he can get there. And we're going to find out. Either Mike Williams will forever be the number 2 or the background dog, or he's going to take it this year. I don't think any other scenario is possible. Either they need a new number 1 wide receiver, or you're going to see Mike Williams step up and take it.
Well, they're going to need somebody after fucking Allen's gone because they don't have anybody behind them. They're relying on old running backs.
They're relying on, glass running backs. Number 6, I have the Broncos.
I got the Patriots.
I love the Broncos. I don't know.
Too. That's why I'm number 1 in the division or conference.
I think there's a lot of people who believe in the Broncos, a lot of people who don't, and this is back and forth. And really, all you got to do is look at one thing. They were terrible at one statistical category, and that was the deep ball. Terrible at the deep ball. Well, they had Bridgewater, they had Drew Lock. Now they have the number 1 best deep ball quarterback, Russell Wilson. So you can at least say that one category is going to increase. If everything else stays the same, and I mean like 2,200 yards, Russ is going to do better. But we'll say everything stays the same. It's an elite offense. The defense, it really needs to step up because they have.
Well, they lost a lot of pieces towards the end of the year.
They did.
And they're back
but
now.
they were a middle defense. They should have been top 10. They should have been top 5.
They were up until that point.
They need to keep that shit together. But I think the Broncos...
With the jump in offense, even if the defense does decline a little bit, as long as it's not a complete meltdown, it's better.
Yeah. Number 7, I have the Patriots.
Number 7.
I have them as the last seed.
I mean, they're going to be 6 or 7. They're going to sneak in there. I don't think they're doing a lot better than 10 and 7. Maybe 11 high end.
I don't know what the Patriots are. I look at a bad Patriots team, and they win a Super Bowl. I look at a good Patriots team, and they go 8-8. I look at the Patriots, I see a solid rookie quarterback and a solid defense, a good running back, and everyone's down on them. I guess...
Well, they don't like our weapons on them outside. I mean, we got Devontae Parker, we got Aguilar, we got Myers. We did lose Thornton, which I really wanted to see what he could do, but we don't really have a guy to throw to.
I mean, I think the Jets and the Dolphins, I think they make it kind of easy for the Patriots to get enough wins to sneak into the bottom seed. But the Patriots need Tom Brady. That's what they need.
I mean, it depends on how fast Mac can develop. I think he can get towards there, but how I feel early.
You know how I feel about Mac. I kind of stuck my neck out of him. I really wanted to do more. It's my fault. But I had him ranked high in our rookie evaluations. I had him really close to...
Well, you don't think he isn't high now?
No, I do. You know I like him. I'm using that as the prefaces to get to what I'm saying. Right. I don't know if the Patriots are going to ever be what they were. Because I can't see. I
don't think anybody's really going to be like that again.
I can't see Bill Belichick staying.
I mean, he's definitely
their offensive coordinator's gone now.
Right.
I don't know what the Patriots are. I think they sneak into the playoffs, but I don't know how to evaluate them moving forward.
I mean, it all depends on who steps up because there's going to have to be guys who step up, and usually he's able to find those type of people.
I got the Ravens to just miss the playoffs, and that's honestly higher than I thought. And maybe it's because I got a little bit biased, which happens from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate the Ravens.
What do you have, Matt?
I hate the Ravens. But this whole talk about their contract and all this situation, I got them at 8-9.
8-9? I have them at 10-7.
It's not bad.
Missing the playoffs still.
Well, okay. J.K. Dobbins might be the most sought-after player in fantasy this season.
I don't get why he's that sought after.
I think it's the perception of him getting cheap. He's got upside.
He's not cheap now.
He's got upside. But everybody thinks, oh, man, he should be cheap, and he's just not. So I think that's why a lot of people I think that's why he's sought after. He does have potential. But let me fix this for everybody, okay? He sucks. He is an average to below average running back. I mean, it's the whole reason why Gus Bucks is good. You put this guy in a real team, and he's nothing. He's third on the depth chart. Now, I get it. He's on a team that's really good at running the ball, and they do it more than anyone else. But his actual talent is fucking atrocious.
You haven't really been able to see him.
He'll probably get hurt again.
He might.
He'd probably get hurt again. The Vegas Raiders.
I mean, there's a lot to like about
There's
him.
a lot to like about him.
But
I have them 8-9, just like the Ravens.
They have a big problem.
They do. Mm-hmm. They do. Wait. What's their big problem to you?
They're in the AFC with the Broncos, the Chargers, and the Chiefs.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I think if they were in any other division, they'd probably win the division.
They would definitely have a great shot of winning any other division in that conference, just not that one. They're not a terrible team. It's just it's hard to put them above any one of those three.
It's pretty sad. And then 10, I have the Browns, 8-9, just like them. And it's kind of split because half the season you have a quarterback. Or if you don't, I don't fucking know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're gonna win enough games to put them in the playoffs. 11 games is a lot.
It is a lot. Especially with halfway through a backup quarterback.
So now I'm ready for you to call me names. I have the Jets at 7-10.
At 7-10, you think the Jets are going to win 7-10?
I do. I think that's silly.
Right, it is.
Their defense is really good, and I think they can move the ball. I think they can move the ball. I think they're going to be a solid team.
Solid team.
I will say one thing that I believe more than anything. The Jets cut their best quarterback on their team. They just cut him. And that pisses me off. Because I don't know what the Jets have been doing for the last 50 years, but they can't evaluate quarterbacks. They have no clue how to do it. Streveler was the best quarterback on the Jets roster. Now, fine. cool. You can go with Joe Flacco, who's good because you want that rivalry game, I guess, because they play the Ravens week 1. Because Joe Flacco still gives a shit. I don't know what they're thinking. But
yeah, you think they're a solid 7-team?
I do. I honestly, I think Strevler could start somewhere. I don't know where he goes, but I wish him the best.
I think the Jaguars do better than the Jets. I have the Jets at 3-14, last in the conference.
I have the Jaguars 3-14. Do you want to put that on the board?
Yeah, let's go. Jacksonville over Jets.
That's number 2 up on the board. I have the Dolphins at 6-11.
I got them at 5-12.
Honestly,
right,
this is what I want to happen, and I don't necessarily believe it's gonna happen, but this is Tua's last chance. If Lamar don't get paid,
I think Tua goes to Baltimore?
I think Lamar goes to fucking Miami. That would be a really cool fit. Got Tyreek Hill, Lamar. Like, I don't know. I would think that would be ideal.
I mean, it's
for
fun
Miami
to look at.
For Miami,
yeah.
Right? But I don't see Tua.
I mean, that defense is pretty good.
I don't think Tua's doing anything. I think the Dolphins really botched the quarterback position. They had too much. They really paid for everybody's garbage.
Yeah,
and it cost them because I think the rest of their team's pretty solid. But who cares if your quarterback can't play?
Yeah.
I have the Titans right there with him at 6-11.
I'm at 8-9.
I think Malik Willis, backup quarterback for the Titans, might take the job over this season.
Possibly. He needs to throw more, though.
Ryan Tannehill is going to struggle this season. And it's not because he's going to struggle. I think the team's just going to struggle this season. It's a tough season. Yeah. But he's 10 years older. He's got a contract 3 times higher. I mean, Derrick Henry's getting older. I can see this going a little sideways, turning into a rebuilding season. And they just see what they got in Malik Willis. And honestly, I like Malik Willis. Is he a guy you can build a team around? I don't know.
Might be enough to get you through to another draft.
Yeah, but I think that's what happens. I mean, Robert Woods is the best receiver, but he's the only receiver.
I really like Des Fitzpatrick, but he went to the practice squad, so...
I really like Treylon Burks. I do.
Yeah.
But he's a little bit raw. He could prove me wrong and just take off, because Robert Woods is getting old.
I mean, yeah. I'm not sure if he still has
and his style of play goes down really fast. Think Golden Tate. Like, that's basically Robert Woods in a nutshell. Once it starts to decline, it's really fast.
Coming off injury, I think it starts this year.
Treylon Burks is not able to be the number 1, but if he's got softer coverage, I think he could do something. I think there's very good possibility Treylon Burks could be a solid fantasy starting wide receiver this year.
He could. Maybe on volume alone.
All right, let's talk about the shitty teams.
Shitty teams?
Yeah, these are the shitty teams fighting for the number 1 overall draft pick.
Number 15.
I have the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
I
got the Steelers at 4-14. That might be a little low, but they're definitely going to have a losing season, which is the first time under Mike Tomlin.
I think Pickett's better than Trubisky. I don't even need to say anything else. Anybody who defends Trubisky at this point,
I can't argue. Yeah.
You can't argue with that person.
You say whatever you want.
So,
I mean, I don't think Mason Rudolph's any better.
Yeah, I think Texans are the worst team in this conference.
I got the Jets. I have the Texans at 5-12. I don't think they're complete shit. I think they can pull some out, but they're definitely not good.
So, just to wrap this up, who do you have progressing after Wild Card Weekend? Just AFC side.
I got the Bengals, I got the Chargers, and I got the Patriots.
Okay.
All going to the division.
I have the Chiefs, the Colts, Chargers, and the Broncos. Okay. Division winners?
I got the Broncos. I got the Chargers.
Oh,
You got that?
I got the Chargers and the Broncos.
Oh, yeah. It's gonna be the Broncos and the Chargers.
I have the Broncos winning.
You have the Broncos.
It was,
I do too.
so Broncos going to the Super Bowl for the AFC.